I am alive and it's great to be alive. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I start the video real quick, just wanted to say that Jakers did not realize this, but he actually already has a Prime Flow, and he was kind enough to pass it on to the next random winner. So Snappy Fish, you won, congratulations. You are out of town right now to my understanding from what you messaged me, but don't worry, I will hold on to that for you to a later date, and then if you decide that you still don't want it, then we will pass it along again. We're gonna get this mod to somebody, damn it. In this video, I basically just want to, wow, just recap Tennocon. That was officially mind-blowing. For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking mostly and particularly about the Plains of Eidolon update that is going to come to Warframe, which is a open world-ish sort of area that you can go to that's got like a really cool market and everything where you can trade with NPCs. It looks way more in-depth than what we're used to. I mean, supposedly you can buy like decorations for your Lisette, you can buy customizations for your animals. Instead of just going to your Lisette's like market for all this stuff, I think it's unbelievably cool that they're actually giving it a place in the game. I feel like that makes it just really just strengthens Warframe's overall structure. I think it kind of helps it not break that third wall so much of like, you know, hey, I'm just buying this blueprint from this magical place. You know, you're going somewhere to do it. I think it's incredibly cool. And on top of that, the fact that you don't even have to go back to your ship from the town. You just open those giant gates and then boom, you're out there in the Plains of Eidolon. An open world environment where they said there's lots of, you know, there's Grineer patrols and other stuff going on. I don't know just how detailed it's going to be or how many events there's going to be out there or what all you can do yet, but wow, it just looks beautiful. I don't even care if what we saw was the finished product and like maybe there isn't that much to do at first. It just seems like such a breath of fresh air because I've been playing Warframe for about 4 years now, 3 or 4 years maybe. Shoot, I can't even remember anymore. Been playing for several years, and I absolutely love this game, I really do, but if I'm being quite frankly honest, I have every weapon in the game that I care to have. I have every single Warframe, every Prime frame that exists. You know, and this isn't me bragging, I'm just saying there's not a whole lot left for me to accomplish. You know, I don't really care much for doing the raids, because it's just not my thing. You know, I don't really care about it as much. And so there really isn't a whole lot for me to do except for imaginary goals I set for myself. So like, oh, well, you know, I'll farm a bunch of mutagen samples in case something comes out that needs it. So then I'll, you know, it gives me an excuse to play. It gives me something to go do. Really spend about 80% of my time just trying to help either newer players or just players that aren't as strong as me and just help them achieve the things that they want to accomplish or help them get the weapons and warframes that they want. That makes me really happy. I like strengthening and growing this community because I'm just really passionate about this game. I like that it's not a game that has new iterations. I like that you keep everything you earn and you just keep moving forward. You keep on rolling. So while, yes, there may not be very much for me to do, I get to keep all these awesome goodies I've worked for, and I can use them to benefit other people. I can, you know, well, what's the point of being that strong if you're going to steamroll everything? Well, I can go help other players, you know. And that's the other thing. I think the fact that you actually are going out into an environment to collect resources and not being crowded in these hallways is going to be just super fun. They're going... We seriously need to give them, like... hats off to DE for this. I mean, they really... I didn't think they could do it. I'll be honest. Not that I don't think Digital Extremes is capable of doing it, but I didn't think they'd be able to do it, like, right underneath our noses. You know what I mean? Like, I thought we would see it coming. To be honest, when I saw the teaser, they showed the water washing up on the beach, and it said Tennocon 2017, and it was like, Valis said some things, and it was kind of like hinting at something. And I remember thinking, I was like, I really wish it would be some kind of open world type thing for Earth, but I really doubt it. You know, I didn't really see Warframe do. I'm like, that's too much to ask of them. I don't want to get my hopes up and be ridiculous. And I could not believe that that's actually what it ended up being. It was literally, if you could ask me, what would you want the reveal to be? No matter how ridiculous or over the top, what would you want it to be? It would have been seriously like just some kind of open world segment that we can go to on Earth. And wow, my god, they actually delivered, and it looks really good. It's so nice that it's not just artwork or anything. It was, I mean, they played it and it was playable. They said it's, you know, still pretty buggy and stuff, which is fine, they can work on that, but to see something like this come into a game that's already so much fun without it, I think is just a tremendous achievement on their part, because I still like these missions. You know, I'm here right now farming Oberon Neuroptic relics because my fiance does not, my wife now, whew, time flies, my wife does not have Oberon Prime, so I'm trying to get her some Neuroptics right now, so again, that gives me something to do. But wow, I just cannot believe they're opening up Warframe in this whole new light. I think it's going to give long-time players like me a huge breath of fresh air, because, you know, I always dream about it. You're like, you know, Warframe is just like the most fun game I've ever played, to put it quite frankly. I love this game. I put so much hard work and time into it, and it's just become that game that I will always play no matter what other games are out. And like, to break away from this simple mission structure and to finally just, you know, you can run so fast and you have Arcwing, and it's like, well, what if we just had more freedom, you know? Shoot, I would, as of right now in Warframe, I would go to the Plains of Eidolon just to walk around as my Warframe and just check out all the cool sites that they made, and just, it's gonna be so much fun, guys, going there with friends, collecting resources. Oh, and oh my god, they also added a custom melee weapon crafting system to the game in the same update. Like, are you kidding me? That was another one of my top, like, if you could ask me what would you want to get added to Warframe, I'd be like, craftable weapons. Probably not gonna happen though, not anytime soon. And I just truly am blown away, because I've been playing a lot of other games that are in development and also games that are, you know, been out for a while, and this is a lot of content. This is, I really appreciate the amount of work that they put into it. When I see the amount of content other games push out in like, you know, 3-4 months, however long this took them, and then you compare it to what Digital Extremes has done, they really did outdo themselves, guys. I really think, if that doesn't blow you guys away, I don't know what will. Oh, and then they revealed Umbra in the same day. I know people lost their shit for that. Oh, I bet people loved that. I'm all for Umbra. Hey, you want to bring Umbra into the game? Cool, but I'm just not like a die-hard, like, oh my god, give me Umbra, I have to have it, because I don't even know what Umbra is. None of us really know what Umbra is. We know it's a variant of Excalibur, and it looks cool. Alright, well, you know, if it's just gonna be like a reskinned Prime Excalibur, I mean, you know, it's cool and all, but I don't have to have it. That's not gonna drastically increase the longevity of the game for me. So that's why Plains of Eidolon is really what I have my eyes on. And this is just the beginning of it, you guys. Now, granted, I'm not holding them to any expectations. I don't know if they're gonna add it for other planets. I'm pretty sure I saw Steve tweet that they were at least thinking about definitely adding it to other planets. I mean, just, this opens up Warframe in a whole new light. It's so weird when you take the structure of this game that's just so solid and built the way it is, and then you're completely changing the formula for it, for a new gameplay experience. Wow, just immensely cool. I mean, they really went above and over the top with this. I am honestly just blatantly impressed. I have no retort. I have no, oh, well, it would have been cool if. I honestly didn't think they could pull it off. It looked beautiful. I don't know how well it's going to look on consoles, and I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, just the gameplay in and of itself. Warframe's just so much fun. I don't think I really would care if the graphics aren't like fucking next gen or whatever. And then the whole giant sentient thing that's climbing out of the water at the end of the video. Again, I'll have that link down at the bottom if you want to watch that and then come back to this. Or, you know, if you watch that, you might just be so hyped that you probably won't come back to my video, which is completely understandable and I totally get. But you guys really need to watch. I'm going to link the 17-minute playthrough that they actually did. They got like a 2-minute like teaser trailer thing, but it doesn't even touch or scratch upon what they actually showed, which is just beautiful. So I don't really know how that's gonna work with the market. I'm not sure how you being there with a bunch of Tenno translates to, like, I'm not sure how many people can actually be in that open world environment at once. What I'd like to believe is it's still a 4-man squad, and what happens is when you go through the first set of giant doors, it then cuts you off from everyone else and sort of creates your own squad, and then when you walk out into the open, you're then with those other 3 players that you were initially with when you went through the first door. That's how I imagine it going, but I'm not sure. And then they even showed some concepts for like armor and like battle suits that they're gonna have for your operator, for your Tenno. Spoiler alert. I know that's kind of what Warframes already are, but I still think it's cool. Make some combat suit for your operator, and they're also gonna have some weapons that go on their arms or that you can hold. And they, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they said it's going to have a similar crafting system to what the new melee crafting is like. So you'll be able to kind of create your own operator weapon somewhat to your own extent. And just, wow. I've never been a part of a game that changes so drastically over time. And I think that's what helps Warframe be so strong, is the developers are never, this proves they're never afraid to push the envelope. They're never afraid to, well, they might be afraid, but they seem to risk it anyways. I'm so glad that they are taking this chance and breaking away from what they're comfortable with to not only expand their experience, but also expand their own game. You can tell, it's things like this that make it blatantly obvious that they are just as passionate about their own game as we claim to be about it, which is a beautiful thing, seriously. But seriously, hats off to you, DE, and thank you guys for such an amazing game that is obviously not stopping anytime soon, and if anything, just getting started in a sense. I mean, what's next? Like, where are they going to stop? Where do the brakes come on? They're adding open world elements to the game now. I don't plan on getting bored of this anytime soon if that's the case. That's just absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was informational, and I hope I provided some entertainment for you guys. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out!